Good morning and Happy New Year. Start of a great year this, hopefully. I'm going to start with the BMW this year, 2012, and it's the N20 engine. It's done 90,000 miles and it came in 3 weeks before Christmas, and it had an oil pressure problem which went out and then came into us, and they were a little worried, and I'm glad they did. What happened is the oil pressure light came on. She panicked, which was good, pulled over, turned the car off, and I'll show you why it was good later on in the video. Anyway, they brought it in. I took the oil filter out. I had a good look through the oil filter, and the oil filter was clean of any metal shavings or anything like that. So I said to them, I thought, right, your timing chains are stretched, which is quite common for this engine, and possibly a bits of the plastic has got stuck up in the oil feed. So I gave them a price, which I thought, you ain't gonna have that done, and they booked it in second week of this year. So I've actually got the car done now, and I've put 35-40 miles on it now, and it runs as smooth as silk. But I thought I'd bring a few little bits and pieces up. If you're actually thinking about taking the job on to start with, I mean, and you boys that have done it, I mean, take me out off to you, because this was my Virgin one. So the first ones I'm going to start with is make sure you got the right tools for the job, because this is no Tipex job, no way. You're going to need one for the camshafts, you're going to need one for the actual cam position sensors, you're going to need one for the balance shafts, you're going to need one for the oil pump service, and the crankshaft for the flywheel, pin it in. But just make sure you get a proper flywheel holding tool, because that actual crankshaft pulley, you actually put 100 Newton meters on it to start with, and then you've got to put another 270 flaming degrees. Well, to crack that off, I ended up using a multiplier. I'll show you, and it was just absolute mental. If you see me moving backwards and forwards, I decided to kick the mother-in-law's chair. And as my mates call me at the moment, the sniper's nightmare. I didn't understand to start with, but when he turned around and said he'd never shoot me in the centre of the head, I certainly understood it then. Anyway, right, so to undo it and tighten it up, and I'm 19 and a half stone, and I could get it to 180 degrees, and my God, I'm nearly pulling the engine out. So get yourself one of these before you start. It's a multiplier, and I mean, I had a 1/2 inch just normal ratchet on there, and I managed to get it round with just pulling it with just one arm, and it didn't actually make the engine as I was pulling it out. So that's a tip, and I'll certainly take that one as on board. Now, where I said to you about the oil pressure loss, when I actually took the thing apart, I found these in the sump. So I think that proves what actually did happen, is the plastic bits got sucked up, and it showed a lack of oil pressure, and where she turned it off, it dropped to the bottom, and she was managing to drive it a little longer, and it had actually smashed all the plastic. If you're going to do it, I would say change the oil pump, change all your gaskets, change your Vanos wheels, because it's a huge job. And I know the customer turns around and says, can we save a few quid, but all it's going to do is make your life hell, because when it all goes wrong, it was you're the expert, and all he can see is he's going to be spending a load of money on what you told him he didn't need doing, even though you told him you were saving him money. So change the lot, don't muck about, otherwise, and it makes the job a lot better as well when you finished it. Now when I did it also, when it came in for the oil before Christmas, I did this on the Pico scope, and as you can see, these are up to nearly 200 psi, and I've got this big great dip down here. So I know I've got a timing chain issue, but is there possibly something wrong with I think the Vanos units on the oil side? It might be a possibility, but I just took these bolts, and they go in to the Vanos, and they hold the Vanos in place. You got one either side. Now if I was you, I'd change them as well. I mean, they're not cheap. I think they're about 77 quid each, but these go in the middle. They're held in by a little circlip, and this one, so I feel that one there, and yeah, you can. There's a difference with this. This one has actually collapsed inside here. It's normally meant to have a metal tab just there, and this one was in the exhaust side and it actually collapsed. So perhaps that's my deep. I haven't actually done another one yet. Because it's going to be coming in 2-3 months time to have its MOT, and it's bits and pieces, because obviously I've changed the oil. So after you've got it all back together again, and it's not a bad job, not really. It's not bad. I just think it would be a harder job if you didn't have the right tools. And make sure you do your own work before you start the job. And I'll tell you what, then you get that great feeling, well, the same feeling when you go to start any car after you've done a cam belt, timing chain. I mean, I've been doing it a while, and I still get that same feeling. I know I've done it right, but is it going to start? Is it going to stay running? And especially the complex of this job, there's a lot to go wrong. So as I say, do your own work, get your torque settings, get it all right in one hit. So that's it. So after you finish the job, get your scanner out. You're going to have to reset the Vanoses, and I normally reset the adaptions as well, because it's all the engine's going to be changed to the way it's running. And then after that, I've done about 35-40 miles, and she runs as smooth as silk. I've got no fault codes on it, and it's going back to the customer today, and hopefully it'll do another 90,000 miles, which is quite good for these, because BMW were doing a recall of 75,000. So when it comes back, I'm going to have to do my own work and actually find the cam and crank pin out on the ECU, because you can't get to them at the bottom. Everything's in the way, and no. And then I'll do the transducer and get the piston readings as well, but that probably won't be for another 2-3 months, and I can go with what I've got over there, see if it's what's changed. Basically it's for me really to look what I have done and what I haven't done. So I'm getting into the stage now where I'm going to start waffling, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to wish you all a great day today. It's a bit cold this morning, foggy, and we're flat out until 1st of February. And I mean, we're only just started the year. So, and we're turning, what, 3-4 jobs away a day? I'm mad, absolute mad. So I'm definitely going now. Wish you a Happy New Year. And let's get a good one this year, because the last 2 years have been hell. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I can make some more videos, and they can help people out there what they're looking forward to a job they're going to be taking on, because this one ain't for your starter. I'll see you later. Be good. Bye.